EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the New York Jets and the Las Vegas Raiders. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. They'll send a receiver in motion left. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he's trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Throwing now is Carr. And right away he lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And he takes it to the house. It's a fumble recovery for a Jet touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week. He's smiling. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Caught outright by Renfro. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. So 8 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up a second down and just a couple. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right, you're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too. Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He's going to let it go again. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you come in off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Carr going to go on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with a football. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. On first down, Wilson. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Wilson to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are going to have it here at their own 15.
Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. Dancing to his left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And that's a tough throw because he's moving to his left. He's got to get his shoulders pointed back right to throw it all the way across field to try and connect. Unable to do so.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Carr. Buying time to his left. And it's intercepted in the end zone.
Touchdown.
So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 14-0.
Jets 14, Raiders nothing.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And the tight end goes in motion left. Now Carr to try again after the pick six. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead.
Meanwhile, Carr's throw taken in by Adams. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Eluding the pressure, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
A truly all-around great effort against the pass today. First an interception, now getting to the quarterback for the first time in this contest. I think offensively, they just forgot to prepare for him or simply overlooked him in getting ready for this one. Either way, a big mistake, and he's making them pay for it.
Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted.
And partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack, because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
After the interception, here's Wilson. He finds his man, complete. That's Wilson. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Now Wilson. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. DeAndre Hopkins with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. McKenzie now from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drop.
He's got a man, complete.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. And most people think of Derek Carr kind of as a guy who excels throwing the short pass, but he can dial it up when need be.
And that's how you start a drive, because you know they had this play in their back pocket, waiting for the right time to unleash it. And boy, did they pick the right opportunity. Unleashed it big time.
And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Trying to get the ball to his tight end in the center of the field where he runs a lot of his routes and ostensibly is extremely comfortable. He was hoping he'd find a seam and a big gainer to go along with it, but that one was incomplete.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Draymond Jones in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down. (21-0) our score after 1.
Jets 21, Raiders 0.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Carr to throw for it on 4th down.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
But one thing we certainly know, he likes to take those risks deep downfield during games, coverage or not. The coverage was there on that one. No catch, but he's also fortunate. No turnover either.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wilson. He finds his man complete. That's Wilson. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A gain there of 21 yards.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
On 2nd and goal, Wilson flushed out right. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down and goal. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Garrett Wilson from 10 yards out. And the Jets are able to add on to their first-half lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it is 28-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Adams, the man in motion left. Throwing on 1st down is Carr. And he's caught downfield. It's Waller. He's got room at the 30. He's still on his feet. And he's going to get this all the way down to the 2 before he's wrestled out. A big play there on the catch and run. 59 yards.
And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Carr, a quick throw. It's complete. Touchdown, Raiders! A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Raiders are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 28-7 ball game.
Raiders 7,
as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
Fair catch made on the 25-yard line. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing is Wilson. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The slot man in motion right. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. It's Wilson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 47. Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Wilson. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made.
And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Flag comes in. This might be a free play.
Going right back to Wilson.
And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half.
35, Raiders 7. Braden Mann to kick off for the Jets.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Carl Lawson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far, because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. Looking deep for Adams. And that's caught inside the 30.
And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30.
A big play there just before halftime. And even 40 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Adams, the man in motion left.
He'll dump this one off here to White. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. The final shot here before half for Carr. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score. And it's intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it.
And the Raiders will take over possession here up at the 44.
Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. He's got a man, complete.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Davante Adams, 56 yards.
And the Raiders get a bit closer.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And the Raiders have got him.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Wilson. Touchdown, Jets. Garrett Wilson, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Point after, right down the middle, and that'll increase their lead to 28.
42, Raiders 14. Man to kick off for the Jets.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
McKenzie will not return this, and it will be brought out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sacked on first down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
From the gun, it's Carr.
On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, first down.
3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. Adams, the man in motion left. Throwing right, and that's complete.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Carr now on first down.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
93.
Now Carr again. Looking deep for Adams. And this is caught. Touchdown. Devontae Adams. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders are able to cut into that deficit. Carlson now to add the extra point. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21.
Makes the score Jets 42, Raiders 21.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
38-yard line. A gain of 7. First down, Jets.
Here's Wilson. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now a throw here to his running back. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
From the gun on third down, Wilson. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
It leads to second and 10.
Here's a quick throw out to Wilson. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Complete to Garrett Wilson. It's a gain of 6.
Again, Wilson. He finds his man, complete. It's Wilson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 31 yards. They go play action now. Wilson. And he's going to be intercepted a third time.
Picked off by Bryce Hall. And the Raiders are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. And that's now a half dozen interceptions for him over the last 2 games. Cassidy, remember, he threw 3 in the last ball game and now 3 more here.
And the way that you present it, partner, I'm not sure what sounds worse, right? Half a dozen over the last 2 games or 3 the last game, 3 this game. Either way.
And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Draymond Jones picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
Another try after the first down sack. Carr.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a jet touchdown.
On for the point after, Corey Vedvik.
And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Jets 49, Raiders 21.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Looking deep for Adams, and that's caught inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30.
That's good for Las Vegas. First down.
Throwing now is Carr. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. This is caught. Touchdown Raiders. Darren Waller, 31 yards. And the Raiders get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
Raiders 28.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think we might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he trotted out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let them go out there with a little bit more confidence.
Now Wilson on first down. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 48 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. From the gun, it's Wilson.
He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey.
Touchdown, Jets.
Christian McCaffrey.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Jets look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
On first and 10, here's Carr being chased out left.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Back to the air on second down. It's Carr. Looking deep for Adams. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. And this offense on third down today, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion left. Throwing his Carr on third down. Forced out, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Well, this is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time, multiple guys get to it.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns, and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Now Carr, gotta have this one. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Raiders try it on fourth down, but to no avail. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Wilson.
to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to put...
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Extra point try now for Vedvik.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
The score, Jets 63, Raiders 28.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away.
McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but
that his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today.
And the Jets are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead now. They have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw here going to be caught by Wilson.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
A gain of 19 yards.
Wilson wants to throw it.
2 yards.
Escaping the pressure right. He's got his receiver, Cooper.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Wilson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On 1st down, Wilson flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Vedvik now for the extra point.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Jets 70, Raiders 28.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away.
McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
One final try now for Carr. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here is another interception.
And the Jets come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, fans usually